Hey everyone, I want to thank you for your hard work over the last academic year. As you may recall, it was my first, and I've been so happy and proud to serve alongside of you in enrollment services and student affairs. Thank you for all that you do for our students. Here we are again at the purposes of the 2018-2019 academic year. Another school year is upon us. And if you look around, honestly, things are already starting to get busy. I just walked through the Student Center to come over to record this video, and we're packed with students who are trying to sign up, get financial aid, take a placement test, seek advising. We are in the thick of things at the student centers, and it's all thanks to the hard work of the enrollment services team and the student affairs team. Thank you so much for all that you do. I know this time of year requires extra work. Many of us stay late to make sure our students are getting served. Some of us are going to special events to reach out to meet new students to bring them to the college. After I get done recording this video, I'm on my way to Farm Fair. I know many of you have already helped out at First Friday. Some are scheduled to help out next week on August 3rd at First Friday. So thank you for the sacrifice. Even though it might mean a night away from the family, a few extra hours at work, or a lot of extra coffee in my case, what we do matters. I probably don't have to remind you, but there's plenty of research that shows how successful what college means for students who earn a degree. For example, students who earn a bachelor's degree, on average, make $1 million more over their lifetime than the peers who do not receive a bachelor's degree. Additionally, there's other research that shows that students who earn a degree live a longer life, are more happy and fulfilled, and even their children are more likely to attend college. So when I say what we do matters, I really mean it. In fact, what we do changes lives. So thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your service. Thank you for doing what you do to serve our students and to make a difference in our community. I also want to stand before you and share some updates on enrollment. As you may know, we have had a steady decline in enrollments, both in terms of headcount and full-time equivalency, since about 2011. There are plenty of reasons for this decline. For one, the economy has improved since 2011 and we're at record unemployment. When that happens, some students elect to stay employed and not seek college. We also know that we're hitting a demographic shift with students coming out of high school, including Harford County Public Schools. If you look at the data, high school graduation and enrollments in Harford County are flat or slightly up, and as we go through the 2020s to the end of the 2020s, there's going to be a sharp decline. In fact, I'll put up a graph on the screen that shows just how bad that decline is of students who are currently enrolled in elementary school in the county. Lastly, we're facing stiffer competition. All colleges and universities, for the most part, are facing the same demographic challenge. The markets are saturated. We're already tapped into students in certain schools and geographical locations. Online education is proliferating. So it's just a lot easier for schools to attract students from regions that they might have not attracted before. We're fighting for the same students that Cecil County or Cecil College is fighting for, CCBC, Towson, UMUC, UMBC, the list goes on. It is a fierce market out there. Many of you know that over the last few years we've lost continuing students. We might have heard that framed as we have a retention issue. And that is true. If you look back at the data, there has been about a 4-year period where we have consistently lost continuing students when you compare semester to semester. So in this case, fall 2018 to fall 2017. But what is also new in the trend is we are now recruiting less new students. So in the fall of 2016, we were still up on year-to-year comparisons of recruiting new students. But starting last fall of 2017, and continuing through the last academic year and trending for the fall of 2018, we are recruiting less students. So let me give you a few numbers. If you look right now, as of 40 days before the semester, we are down comparatively to last year, 256 students. 160 of those students are new students. If you break that down, The dollars and cents based on the typical breakout of in-county, out-of-county, and out-of-state tuition is about $400,000 total that we're down. About $250,000 of that comes from the fewer new students that we have. As I said earlier, what we do matters, and there's so much more to what we do than the dollars and cents of tuition and fee revenue. However, tuition and fee revenue is important. As you may recall, every year when we have the budget planning conversations and the presentations, we often share a chart that shows Hartford Community College's business model. 41.3% of our budget comes from tuition and fee revenue. That is over a third. It's, like I said, 41.3%. That's significant. That money funds all that we do. This has been a year of starting planning to build the college of the future. We've had business process revitalization and reviews with Campus Works. We've done a banner upgrade. We're working with Helio Campus. We've joined Achieving the Dream, and the list goes on and on and on. You know the work that we're doing. This money translates to resources to do that good work, to build the college of the future, and to be able to better support our students. So, as we stand 40 days, less at this point, almost 30 days before the fall semester, I have an ask of you. A few things. First, I want everyone to recognize their part in recruitment. You don't have to work in admissions. You don't even have to work in enrollment services to be part of the recruitment process. We all touch and support students in various ways. If you go back to the address that Dr. Tia McNair gave on campus, she talked about empowerment versus agency. I'll put a link to that video below so you can learn more or re-listen to that conversation. But I am telling everyone in enrollment services, you have the agency to serve the student in front of you. Do what it takes, as long as we're meeting our compliance and legal obligations and following protocol, to make it work, to seal the deal, to bring our students here, to keep them satisfied and enrolled. And if you come across challenges, whether they're compliance issue or policy challenges, things that you can't solve, bring them up to our attention. Talk to your supervisor. Let me know. Agency requires that we do all that we can to help our students and act. Even if we can't act to solve the problem or do what the student wants, there's still an action we can take to follow up to make sure that they get helped. I also want to talk to those of you who are advising students in various ways, whether it's first semester advising, academic advisement, financial aid advisement, and implore you to look for ways to encourage students to take an additional class. One thing that is trending down, another thing I should say that's trending down for this semester is average credit load. At this point last year, each student was registered for an average of 9.9 credits, essentially 10 credits. Now that's down to 9.3 credits. And you may be thinking that a third of a credit doesn't mean a lot, but it does. In aggregate, that third of a credit costs a student more to earn their degree, takes them more time, and they may lose out on opportunities such as employment opportunities. So that third of a credit does matter. They may also lose out on scholarship and financial aid opportunities, the difference between part-time and full-time financial aid. And there are even state grants that are now requiring students to be enrolled in 15 credits in the previous year or receive a prorated or no grant from the state. So these things matter. Do what you can to encourage students to take additional class. Remind them that the research shows that they will be more successful. Remind them that they have the support services throughout this college, the Learning Center, their academic advisor, My College Success Network. There's plenty of tools at our disposal to help keep our students here, even if they enroll in an additional class. Lastly, as part of my inaugural vlog series, I'm opening a suggestion box in this SharePoint site. Please take some time to think about opportunities to help recruit students, retain students, become the college of the future, and use the opportunity in the description box below to fill out a suggestion. You have the opportunity to remain anonymous, and if you don't feel like submitting an electronic suggestion, come visit me in my office. I'll be happy to talk to you. Before I sign off, I just want to reiterate, thank you very much for all that you're doing. I know that the college stands on the backs of the hard work of all of you. We appreciate you, our students appreciate you. My last request is please leave a comment on this video. Since this is my first video, I want to make sure that it's getting out to everyone in enrollment services. So even if you just type one word, hi, or your name, or whatever, just let me know that you've seen this video. Again, thank you for all that you do. We'll talk again soon. This is my first video and what I hope to be a reoccurring series. So thank you. Signing off for now. Have a great day.